Delphi Grade 11, Lesson 7, Update for Non-SQL. Good day everybody and welcome to the 7th lesson of Grade 11 Databases. We will look at how to update a record or records for non-SQL. Let's begin. The contents of this video. We will look at the following terms: what an update condition is, what an update field is, and what an update value is. We will then look at the algorithm for updating, and then lastly an example. Let's look at the terms. The update conditions. This is the condition or conditions that a field needs to adhere to in order for a record to be updated. Multiple update conditions may be used. An example: update records where the price is 5 Rand to 6 Rand. So change all the records where the price is 5 Rand to 6 Rand. Our update condition is price equals to 5 Rand. The update field. This is the field that is being updated. Note, the update field and update conditions field does not need to be the same. In other words, the field that you test with does not need to be the field that you update. For example, update the category for all the parcels in a database whose weight is less than 5 kilograms to small. Our update field is category and our update condition will be weight less than 5 kilograms. Update value. This is the new value that is placed into the update field. For example, the same example as last time, update the category for all the parcels in the database whose weight is less than 5 kilograms to small. Our update value is small. We will change category to small. Let's look at some term examples. Identify all the update terms in the following example. Update the price of dog food to 29 Rand if the weight is 5 kilograms. Pause the video here and try and work the example out for yourself. Okay, let's look at the answers. So for update condition, we have weight equals to 5 kilograms. For update field, we have price of dog food. And for update value, we have 29 Rand. Let's look at another example. Update the price of dog food to 29 Rand and change the name of the dog food to cheap small pack if the weight is 5 kilograms and the food contains no sauce. Again, pause the video here and try and work out the example for yourself. Okay, let's look at the answers. So update conditions are weight equals to 5 kilogram and the food contains no sauce. That and is very important. Update field is price of dog food and the name of the dog food. And lastly, our update value, price equals 29 Rand and name is changed to cheap small pack. Let's look at the algorithm. First, some notes on the algorithm. Algorithm is basically a modified search algorithm. You use the same idea in a search algorithm as you do in the update algorithm. Instead of outputting the record that meets the update condition, the algorithm changes the update field's value to the update value. Let's look at the algorithm. So firstly we start, then we set our cursor to the first record, then we check, does the record meet the conditions? If yes, we update the update field with the update value. Then we check, is the cursor past the last record? If it's not, move to the next record. Then we check again, does this new record meet the update conditions? If it does not, we check, is the cursor past the last record? If it is, we end. Now let's look at the example. Increase all the prices of products that are below 20 Rand by 20%. In other words, change the prices by update value equals update fields value plus 0.2 times update fields value. This is just a general formula that we will be using in this example. And here's our example. So just to orientate yourself, here's our rich edit that will display all of our lines to check if they did actually change. Display button will do the display for us. If you are unsure how to do that, please see our video explaining how to query a database and then update, which will actually update the values. And just as a side note, if you're not sure where DM and table Durban shop comes from, please have a look at the video where we explain how to link Delphi and a database for non-SQL. Okay, let's begin with update. So I've declared two variables. You don't actually have to do it. Price and new price. So price will be the old price. New price will be the new price after we've applied our formula. This is just for visual purposes. Does not actually need to be done. But let's begin. Okay, so first things we need to do is we place our table. We'll be working with Durban shop today. Table Durban shop dot. First, we'll move our cursor to the first position in that table. Then what we do is we say while not dm dot table Durban shop dot end of file. Next, what we do is we say price. So we get our price from the database. Okay, so we get our value out of the database and we place it into price. We say if okay, so here is our update condition. If price is less than 20, then we apply our mathematical formula. This this will be each question that you'll find or scenario will have a different way how you would change the value. Okay, so then we say dm dot table Durban shop dot field by name. Then we equate our table or our field to the new price. But first, before we can say post, we have to place our database in edit mode. So we say Durban shop dot edit. And then down here we say now. So then we post our data to the database or our changes to the database. The next thing you have to do, as with any looping through a database, we have to move the cursor to the next line. So we say dm dot table Durban shop dot next. Okay, so let's just quickly do a recap. Here we place our database at the first line. Here is our update condition. Here we place our database in the edit mode. Down here we equate our field, our update field to the update value. Here we post it back to the database, and here we move down to the next line. Let's save and run it. Make a bit bigger, display. Here you'll see. So this is the unchanged values. So update, display again. As you can see, the product price did not actually change because nothing is less than 20. So let's tweak our code to make it less than or equal to 100, for example. So let's change this to less than or equal to 100. Save it. Now let's run it. bigger, update, display. Here we can see that was 100, it was 120. This value changed, this one changed, and that one changed. So here's a nice example of how you would use the update to change only certain prices and leave the rest unchanged. Now, an exercise for you. Have a look at how we did our insert when we used user input. Now try and get user input to update the database as an added exercise for yourself, or as an example to try and see if you do thoroughly understand the work.